टॉप थाई ब्रांड पुणे 2022 25 से 27 मार्च तक पुणे में ललित गांधी प्रेसिडेंट महाराष्ट्र चेंबर ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड इंडस्ट्री के लीडरशिप में आयोजित हो रहा है। इस पर ललित जी ने मीडिया से बात करते हुए कहा कि ये भारत और थाईलैंड के बीच व्यापार बढ़ाने के कितने अवसर है। इसको देखते हुए पुणे में फेयर आयोजित हो रहा है, जहां थाईलैंड के फूड बेवरेजेस कंपनी, फैशन वेयर कंपनी, ज्वेलरी कंपनीज, फर्नीचर कंपनीज और इस सेगमेंट के 35 बड़े ब्रांड इस फेयर में पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे। महाराष्ट्र के 300 से अधिक कंपनी भी इसमें शामिल होगी और इस पर भी डिस्कशन होगा कि आगे के बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटीज में कंज्यूमर्स को क्या मिलेगा। थाईलैंड और इंडिया के बीच इंपोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट कैसे होगा, इस पर भी चर्चा होगी। थाईलैंड और इंडिया मिलकर कैसे इन्वेस्टमेंट कर सकते हैं, इन सारी बातों पर चर्चा होगी और कई अधिक बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिलेगी इंडियन इन्वेस्टर्स को और थाईलैंड इन्वेस्टर्स को। ये सारी चीज़ें इस फेयर में देखने मिलेगी, ललित जी ने कहा। आगे उन्होंने कहा कि सभी महाराष्ट्र के लोगों को जो बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना चाहते हैं या बिजनेस को और आगे बढ़ाना चाहते हैं, वो इस फेयर में ज़रूर आए। आपको बता दें, ये फेयर पुणे में 25 से 27 मार्च तक होगा। ये सारे निवेशकों के लिए एक अच्छा अवसर है, जिसमें भरपूर बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटीज छुपी है। देश और दुनिया की तमाम खबरों के लिए देखते रहिए सहारा अधिकार।
And this exhibition is seeing, it's a very unique thing because people from Thailand and India, they will it's like a joint venture and they are having an opportunity to interact with both the citizens. So what do you think? What would be the outcome of this fair?
The outcome, as I said, like the fundamental thing when you actually working between the two countries is the benefit is basically the cultural and the spiritual background of both the countries. The beliefs are the same. With the 75 years of relation and the friendly relations. If you go back in the history, it's 2000 years of relationship for the commercial deals that happen between the two countries. So looking at that, we have a very strong fundamentals to do the business in terms of faith, in terms of actually trusting each other. With COVID situation right now, we know the domestic situation in terms of commercial terms is very, very bad. And now it's getting better. It is getting back. We have a disposable consumer economy. But with having the tie-ups with the Thailand and with Indian coming together, I think so there is a huge potential opportunity that exists, as Madam Supatra explained. It could be a joint venture. It could be potentially buying the products from Thailand and selling in India, or vice versa, or co-packing from Thailand, or potentially do an investment or in a facility in India, or doing a facility in Thailand, or potentially work together to supply to the rest of the world. So
can you give us 2 to 3 examples of business opportunities if people would like to come there and learn about it?
Absolutely. And specifically, I'll start with the agricultural field first. I will say, if you look at the cosmetology, where we are bringing from the turmeric, we can make the turmeric soap, we can make the turmeric creams, we can do with also the fruits like strawberries, we can make the different creams which is for the facial. Now you see there are many different segments are done in cosmetic itself. There is a foot cream, there is a hand cream, there is a lip cream, there is a face cream. So you can see the huge opportunity that exists, and everybody is very conscious about their beauty. So it is actually opening up the new consumer economy that never existed before. There's a different cream for men, now a different cream for women. So that is creating a different opportunity. So if you look at only the cosmetic section, you are actually, there is an exchange of the product, exchange of the R&D, exchange of the technology we're making, exchange of the packaging that we're going to do, exchange of the advertisement we're going to do, exchange of the media that or the creativities that is needed. So it is not only the selling the product, but bringing that with that product the correlated industries together. It could be also like when we're talking about the movie, videos, we're talking about the movie industries also, the short films. Also the government to go an establishment where we can do the R&D together.
Apart from cosmetics, as you mentioned,
also the furniture industry that exists. Then also the fashion industries. The fashion industry, you can see there is a huge craze for the Indian soap operas, where they like to, the entire people will like to wear the Indian traditional clothes, the saris and the colorful dresses what we have. So it is getting popular over there, right? In a similar way, there is a Thai traditionals also that potentially could be used in Indian design wear. So fashion in terms of clothing, in terms of makeup, in terms of the using the furniture, I think so that is all coming together. And if we, it is not like it's a puzzle that will solve overnight, but the two countries coming together and putting the bricks together to form a strong foundation. And it is forming very strongly because it is a unique position in the whole history, because now the government, the regulation, the timing, the product, the currency exchange, it's coming all favorable at one time itself. So it is, like I would say, the Suvarna Sandhi, that is what we say in Marathi, that we should not let it go. It is the right time where there is a lot of tension between China and US. We should take the advantage of the situation in the commercial market where India and Thailand could do something different and could serve the world, not only to each other.
धन्यवाद सर.
For top Thai brand, it's only 2 or 3 days event, but it is,
सर
as Dr. Chetan mentioned, that it will be the foundation and a platform, an opportunity that we could get to know more entrepreneurs or business people, even business students come to join the event. So we get the database, and afterwards we could contact them for future online event or visits from our executive, both in terms of trade, investment, or any collaboration in the future. Today is just 3 days event, but in the future will be more.
Okay, thank you.
And the second one is that
क्वेश्चन
Do you think that it's an opportunity for Indians because something is coming from Thailand, business opportunities are coming from Thailand as well? So what would be the opportunity for Indians as well as for Thailand business?
the first
What
one
new can we get from that?
is the focus of the top Thai brands products that come. It will respond to the top market, the high-end market of Indian. The rest will not affected by this product. It will be the self-sufficient.
As Chetan sir has said that there would be new cosmetic products like turmeric soap. It's a new thing for Indian people. Apart from this, what else should be the products for this?
For example, the construction materials and home decoration. Many Indian people, they already do very well in terms of manufacturing these furnitures and construction material. But in some segment of market that Thai company could contribute to that high-end market, and they could transfer some knowledge or some technology through their collaboration, joint ventures. And for example, the rubber products for many parts of the industrial use or the home use, for the construction materials, on the bedding, many things is quite a little bit higher, not for the finished goods, but intermediate goods that Thai could export to India and then add some value in India for Indian market. So we are not focusing on finished good only, but intermediate good that they could add more value addition here and create job here in India as well. It is the construction materials and also interior decoration services.
You mean different products with value-added services?
Yes. And the second one would be I think would be the manufacturing sectors. That there are some parts or components that Thai exporters could contribute to Indian Make in India policy for manufacturing sector. Actually, there are many Indian exporters from Thailand to India, Many Indian people, they settle there in India and they export for themselves.
My last question to you, what would be the message to the citizens of Pune, as this function is being held in Pune itself? What would be your message?
For the overall citizen in Pune, apart from business people, I think students, startups, or people, consumers, they could join just for entertainment and also for connection. That we also have the DITP booths, our own booths. They could join us and we could have some contacts for the future.